2 years ago, I was in my garage working on building a bike rack to go on top of our tent trailer. This was in preparation for a camping trip that we were going to be taking very soon. Around that time, my oldest son Ethan came into the garage having just finished up a track meet. Being a good father, I turned to him and I asked him, I said, "Ethan, how was your track meet?" And he proceeded to tell me and explain to me the experiences that he had. But unfortunately, the task I was working on had consumed me, and I didn't listen very well at all. This really came to the forefront when at dinner time I turned yet again over to Ethan and I said, "Ethan, how was your track meet?" Well, he got a really disgusted look on his face and he said, "Dad, I just spent the last 15 minutes talking to you about how my track meet went." Unfortunately, I think that might be the experience that I have in a lot of situations with my kids. I really started to ponder upon this question because just last Sunday, that same son, Ethan, my oldest, walked across the stage graduating from high school. And it made me reflect, how many times have I missed out on quality experiences that I could have had with my kids, but I've been too consumed with my to-do list. Perhaps you're like me, in fact, probably you are. You've got a lot of things you need to get done. I mean, even right now, I got to take care of the lawn, water my flowers. We have new chicks that need human interaction, so I feel like I need to spend time with them. Our deck needs some repairing. Our trees need trimming. I've got to spray for the weeds. And that's just the things to do around the home, let alone all the other things that happen in our lives. My mind loves to be consumed with things to do. And honestly, at the very end of the day, when I've done a lot, I feel really good. But I have to ask again, what else have I missed out on? I recall being at a band concert several years ago. Ethan's preparing to be able to play the trumpet in this concert. I show up and I get my seat. My mind is in 100 different places. I was working through some contract negotiations for some potential new clients that I was going to be having for business. I was also preparing for a big presentation the very next day. I was worried a little bit about some financial goals that I'd set that I wasn't quite on track to be able to make. I was everywhere. And just before the band concert started, Jim Kiefer, the principal of that school, came out and just delivered a very short but extremely powerful message. He said, "Stop. Whatever's going on in your mind right now, stop it. And just be present." Can you give up 60 minutes of your time to enjoy and bask in the talent of these young players? Are you willing to just let things go so that you could be able to celebrate in their accomplishments? Well, it was a short message, but it hit me so deeply and so powerfully. So thank you, Jim Kiefer, for that. I will forever be indebted to you. Because he taught me this powerful lesson of living presently. Now, I'm not saying we should never stress about the future. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do any kind of planning at all. What we really need to do is find a balance between living in the moment and planning and preparing for the future. My guess is you're like me and you spend way too much time thinking about the tasks in the future, creating some anxiety or a little stress around that, and not enough time living in the moment. So what have we missed out on? How many deeper conversations could we have had? How much of a sense of gratitude are we just skipping over because we're rushed with the to-do pieces of life? And how much more of a powerful impact could we have on those that are around us and even some of the people we don't even know yet if we would just slow down and live presently? This is especially powerful when we're interacting with other people. When somebody's there around us and with us, it's really important. Let's just slow down and pay attention to them. Do we see them for who they really are and the potential that they carry? Are we actively striving to listen to them, to understand their dreams and desires, their fears, their joys and happinesses? And are we seeking out ways in our mind to be able to add value to them? That's living presently. It's really taking advantage of the moment that we're given in that moment to enjoy, to feel gratitude, and to give back. So this is my challenge to each of you, ladies and gentlemen. Should you choose to accept it, are you willing to slow down a little more frequently? Starting today, just choose one moment where it would be worthwhile for you to slow down and live presently. And then do it again tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. And you know what? The beauty about this is when you and I are sitting around a campfire years down the road, enjoying the life of retirement, sipping on an ice-cold root beer, we're not going to be talking about how wonderfully well we kept our lawn or how amazingly organized our garage is. We're going to be talking about those moments where we truly did slow down and live presently. So let's go ahead and start doing that today to see if we can make a bigger impact in the lives of those that are around us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you accept this challenge, and I wish you the very best of the rest of your day.